Have you ever dreamed of traveling the world after retirement? Of waking up in a quaint village in Europe? Or watching the sunset from a tropical beach? For many seniors, traveling after 70 is a dream come true. But while the rewards are real, so are the risks, and not all of them are obvious. In today's video, we're diving into the 5 hidden dangers of traveling after 70, the ones most travel brochures won't tell you about, but every senior must know before booking that next flight. Traveling after 70 can be one of the most beautiful and fulfilling seasons of your life. But behind the postcards and sunsets, there are hidden dangers many seniors don't see until it's too late. From health risks that sneak up mid-flight to mental fatigue that no travel guide warns you about, this video reveals the 5 silent threats that every senior traveler must understand.
So, before you pack your suitcase, subscribe to our channel for practical tips that protect your health. Like this video to support seniors everywhere, and let's make every journey a safe and joyful one. Segment 1. Dehydration in transit. Long flights, hot climates, and unfamiliar routines, all of these increase the risk of dehydration. And for older adults, even mild dehydration can lead to confusion, dizziness, or even hospitalization. As we age, our sense of thirst weakens, and medications like diuretics can worsen the issue. Factor in air-conditioned flights or long drives with limited breaks, and you've got the perfect storm. Quick tip: always carry a refillable water bottle, set hydration reminders on your phone, and limit alcohol or caffeine, which can worsen dehydration. What is dehydration in transit? Dehydration during travel refers to a gradual loss of fluids from the body that often goes unnoticed, especially during long flights, bus rides, or car trips. For seniors over 70, even mild dehydration can have serious consequences on both physical and cognitive health. Key contributing factors include dry air in airplane cabins, humidity levels as low as 10 to 20%, drier than the Sahara Desert, reduced fluid intake due to limited restroom access or disrupted routines, consumption of caffeine or alcohol, which increase fluid loss, a natural decline in the body's thirst mechanism with age, and certain medications like diuretics or blood pressure drugs. Why it's more dangerous for seniors over 70? For adults over 70, dehydration isn't just about feeling thirsty. It can lead to critical health complications, such as 1. Cognitive impairment. Confusion, memory lapses, or disorientation can occur even with mild fluid loss. 2. Sudden drop in blood pressure, leading to dizziness or fainting, especially when standing up after sitting for long periods of time. 3. Worsening of pre-existing conditions. Dehydration can intensify issues like diabetes, kidney problems, or cardiovascular disease. 4. Electrolyte imbalance. This may disrupt heart rhythms, muscle function, or nerve signaling. 5. Urinary tract infections, or UTIs. Reduced urination allows bacteria to thrive in the urinary tract, a common issue among dehydrated seniors. Warning signs of mild to moderate dehydration: dry mouth and chapped lips, dizziness or lightheadedness, fatigue without exertion, infrequent urination or dark-colored urine, skin that feels dry or lacks elasticity, difficulty concentrating or mental fog. Practical tips to prevent dehydration while traveling: 1. Drink water regularly. Aim to sip 150 to 200 milliliters of water every hour during travel, even if you're not thirsty. 2. Use a reusable water bottle. Bring a leak-proof bottle on board and refill it after airport checkpoint security. 3. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Both act as diuretics and can accelerate fluid loss. 4. Snack on water-rich fruits. Pack fruits like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, or grapes for hydration and energy. 5. Set reminders to hydrate. Use smartphone alarms or hydration apps to stay on track. 6. Consult your doctor before traveling, especially if you're on diuretics, steroids, or cardiac medication. They may need adjustment during travel. Final thought: don't let dehydration derail your journey. Dehydration is a silent but serious danger for senior travelers. It can sneak up during a peaceful flight or while sightseeing under the sun. But with a little planning, awareness, and intention, it's entirely preventable. So before your next trip, remember this: staying hydrated isn't just about comfort. It's about safety, clarity, and making the most of every moment of your adventure.
Target Segment 2: Blood clots and deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. Sitting for hours on planes, buses, or trains can put seniors at high risk of blood clots, especially in the legs, a condition known as deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. DVT can lead to pulmonary embolism, which is life-threatening if not caught early. Older age, reduced mobility, and underlying heart conditions significantly raise the risk. Prevention tips: stand up and walk every 1 to 2 hours on long trips. Wear compression socks. Do leg exercises in your seat, ankle rolls, toe lifts, or flexing calves. What is deep vein thrombosis? Deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, is a condition where a blood clot forms in a deep vein, usually in the legs. It often develops quietly and without symptoms, especially during long periods of immobility, like sitting on a plane or bus for hours. For adults over 70, the risk of DVT increases significantly due to slower blood circulation, thinner blood vessels, and pre-existing conditions like heart disease or varicose veins. DVT isn't just a leg issue. It can become life-threatening if the clot breaks free and travels to the lungs, causing a pulmonary embolism, or PE. Why DVT is especially dangerous for older adults. 1. Age-related changes in circulation. Blood becomes more prone to clotting, and leg muscles are less active during travel, reducing natural blood flow. 2. Extended sitting. Just 4 to 6 hours of inactivity can trigger clot formation in at-risk individuals. 3. Medication and medical history. Blood pressure medications, hormone therapy, or recent surgeries, especially orthopedic procedures, increase clotting risk. 4. Subtle symptoms. Seniors may ignore mild leg discomfort, swelling, or cramping, early warning signs of DVT. What are the symptoms to watch out for? Although DVT often develops silently, here are warning signs to watch out for. Swelling in one leg, usually below the knee. A heavy aching or cramping sensation. Warmth or redness over the affected area. Visible veins or skin discoloration. Shortness of breath or chest pain, signs that the clot may have traveled. If you experience sudden chest pain, difficulty breathing, or a rapid heartbeat during travel, seek emergency care immediately. Smart strategies to prevent DVT while traveling. 1. Move every 1 to 2 hours. Get up and walk down the aisle on planes or stop for stretch breaks on long drives. 2. Do leg exercises in your seat. Flex your feet, rotate ankles, raise heels. Repeat every 30 to 60 minutes. 3. Wear compression socks. These increase circulation in the lower legs and reduce swelling. 4. Stay hydrated. Dehydration thickens the blood, making clots more likely, so drink plenty of water. 5. Avoid crossing your legs. This restricts blood flow and adds pressure to veins. 6. Talk to your doctor before long trips.
If you have a history of DVT, your doctor may prescribe a low-dose blood thinner for preventative use. Final thought: keep the blood flowing. Keep your journey safe. Deep vein thrombosis is one of the most underreported but serious risks for senior travelers. But it's not about canceling your travel plans. It's about traveling smarter. Simple movements, proper hydration, and a pair of compression socks can make the difference between a joyful vacation and a medical emergency. So before you take off on your next adventure, remember, keep your legs moving, keep your blood flowing, keep your future safe.
Segment 3. Medication Mismanagement Abroad. Traveling means being away from your regular pharmacy, doctor, and routine. This can result in missed doses, medication mix-ups, or interactions with over-the-counter drugs in foreign countries. To make matters worse, many countries don't carry the exact brands or dosages available in your home country. Prevention tips. Always travel with a detailed medication list, including dosages and generic names. Bring extra supplies, at least 1 week more than you need. Keep meds in original packaging with clear labels. Talk to your doctor about travel-specific needs, especially for time zone changes. What is medication mismanagement while traveling? Medication mismanagement refers to any situation in which your regular medication schedule is disrupted, misunderstood, or altered, intentionally or unintentionally, while you're away from home. This is one of the most overlooked dangers for seniors traveling internationally or even domestically for extended periods. From missed doses to taking the wrong medication at the wrong time, or not being able to refill your prescription abroad, what seems like a small error can quickly escalate into a medical emergency. Why it's a serious risk for seniors over 70. Number 1. Complex medication routines. Many older adults take multiple medications daily. Managing timing, dosage, and interactions becomes harder when time zones shift or daily routines are disrupted. Number 2. Availability issues. Your exact prescription may not exist in another country, or might go by a completely different name or formulation. Number 3. Language barriers at foreign pharmacies. Asking for help with medication in another language can lead to misunderstandings or wrong dosages. Number 4. Storage conditions. Some medications require refrigeration or protection from sunlight, conditions that might not be available during long journeys. Number 5. Increased risk of adverse reactions with over-the-counter remedies bought abroad. Real-world example. Imagine a traveler named Margaret, age 75, who's on a cruise in a tropical country. She packed just enough heart medication for the trip, but her return flight is delayed 3 days due to a storm. The local pharmacy doesn't carry her medication, and the substitute offered has a different dosage. Within 48 hours, Margaret is hospitalized with high blood pressure. This scenario is common and preventable. How to prevent medication mishaps while traveling. Carry a full medication list. Include generic and brand names, exact dosage and timing, what each medication is for, emergency contacts and doctor's number. Pack extra supplies, at least 7 days more than you think you'll need in case of delays. Use a pill organizer, especially helpful if you're changing time zones or have multiple daily doses. Keep medications in original packaging, important for customs, security, and clarity if you need to visit a local pharmacy or hospital. Know the rules for traveling with medication. Some countries restrict certain drugs. Check customs regulations before traveling. Bring a doctor's note or prescription copy, especially for controlled substances like pain medications or sleep aids. Avoid placing medication in checked luggage. Always keep them in your carry-on to ensure access during delays or lost baggage incidents.
Final thought: plan ahead, stay protected. Medication isn't something you can figure out when you get there. It's a core part of your health and safety, especially when you're far from home, your doctor, or your pharmacy. With just a little planning, you can eliminate medication-related stress and focus on what really matters, enjoying your trip safely and confidently. So, before you pack your passport, pack your pills the smart way.
Segment 4. Increased risk of falls and injuries. Different environments bring unfamiliar hazards. Uneven sidewalks, slippery hotel bathrooms, escalators without rails all pose dangers for older adults. A fall abroad could mean fractures, delayed care, or difficulty communicating with foreign doctors. Fact: falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations among seniors while traveling. Travel smart. Choose accommodations with elevators and handrails. Use non-slip shoes. Pack a foldable cane or walking aid if needed. Travel with someone who can assist, especially in more rugged areas. Fall risks and injuries. The unseen hazards of unfamiliar places. And what are travel-related fall risks for seniors? Traveling often means stepping into unfamiliar environments, different hotel layouts, slippery tiles, uneven sidewalks, or poorly lit staircases. For adults over 70, these changes can significantly increase the risk of slips, trips, and falls. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations among older adults worldwide. And when they happen far from home, especially in another country, the consequences can become costly, complicated, and traumatic. Why are falls more dangerous after 70? Weakened balance and muscle strength. Aging naturally reduces muscle tone, joint flexibility, and reflexes, key defenses against losing balance. Slower recovery time. A minor fall in your 50s might mean a bruise. At 70 plus, it could mean a fractured hip, torn ligaments, or even surgery. Unknown surroundings. Seniors are used to their home setup. New environments, such as narrow hotel rooms or sloped street corners, present unexpected challenges. Medication side effects. Drowsiness, dizziness, or low blood pressure from common prescriptions can increase fall risk, especially in high-altitude or humid destinations. Limited access to medical help. Language barriers, insurance limitations, or rural areas may delay urgent care when a fall happens abroad. Common travel scenarios that trigger falls are airport terminals, rushing between gates or struggling with heavy luggage, hotel rooms, slippery showers, unfamiliar furniture placement, outdoor tours, cobblestone streets, uneven hiking paths, or wet grass or sand, cruise ships, swaying decks, narrow stairways, or slippery pool areas. Even a small misstep in these settings can lead to life-altering injuries. Fall prevention tips every senior traveler should follow. 1. Choose senior-friendly accommodations. Request rooms with walk-in showers, grab bars, elevators, and well-lit hallways. Use non-slip shoes. Avoid sandals or smooth-soled shoes. Instead, use non-slip, supportive footwear with proper grip. Pack a foldable cane or walking aid if needed. Use portable nightlights. Hotel rooms can be disorienting in the dark. A compact nightlight helps prevent nighttime falls. Avoid rushing. Take your time getting on and off buses, walking stairs, or navigating crowds. Speed is the enemy of stability. Stay hydrated and nourished. Fatigue and dizziness often result from dehydration or low blood sugar, both of which make falls more likely. Final thought: stay on your feet to stay in the game. Your dream trip should be filled with exploration, not emergency rooms. A fall, however small, can turn a vacation into a recovery period far from your support system. Don't let unfamiliar ground catch you off guard. With a few precautions and a little patience, you can travel with confidence, balance, and peace of mind.
Target Segment 5. Mental strain and travel fatigue. Travel isn't just physically taxing. It can also be mentally exhausting. Navigating airports, foreign languages, noisy crowds, or tight schedules can trigger stress, anxiety, or even delirium in older adults. This is especially true for seniors with mild cognitive decline or underlying mental health concerns. What helps? Stick to simple, slow-paced itineraries. Schedule rest days between activities. Use apps for translation and navigation. Let others help. Join senior-friendly tour groups or travel with family. What is mental strain while traveling? Travel fatigue goes beyond physical tiredness. For seniors, it often involves a mental and emotional overload caused by unfamiliar routines, fast-paced environments, and constant decision-making. This mental strain can lead to irritability or mood swings, forgetfulness or confusion, anxiety or sensory overload, and in more serious cases, delirium or cognitive disorientation. It's not always visible, but it can deeply affect your enjoyment, alertness, and health while on the road. Why are seniors more vulnerable to travel fatigue? 1. Less adaptability to rapid change. Aging brains may take longer to adapt to new environments, routines, or time zones. 2. Cognitive load from planning and navigation. Booking transport, converting currency, reading signs in a foreign language, or remembering schedules. All of it can drain mental energy quickly. 3. Sensory overwhelm. Crowded airports, unfamiliar smells, loud cities. What's exciting for some can be mentally exhausting for others. 4. Jet lag and sleep disruption. Seniors have more fragile sleep cycles. Time zone changes or poor quality hotel sleep can cause mental fog, low energy, and even mild confusion. 5. Underlying conditions like mild cognitive impairment. Even early signs of dementia or memory loss can be amplified under the stress of travel. Real-life scenario. Imagine Robert, age 73, landing in a foreign country after a 13-hour flight. He hasn't slept well, he's disoriented by the local signage, and his phone battery is dead. Within hours, he begins to panic, forgets where his hotel is, and has trouble recalling important travel information. This kind of experience is common, frightening, and preventable. How to reduce mental strain while traveling. 1. Simplify your itinerary. Don't overpack your schedule. Allow for rest days, slow mornings, and time to adjust. 2. Travel with a companion when possible. Having someone you trust helps reduce the cognitive load of problem-solving alone. 3. Use technology wisely. Translation apps, offline maps, medication reminders, and calendar alerts can be mental lifesavers. 4. Plan ahead, but not excessively. Know the basics, like hotel address or emergency contact, but don't overwhelm yourself with too many details. 5. Prioritize sleep and quiet time. Choose quiet accommodations. Use sleep aids like masks, earplugs, or white noise apps. 6. Recognize emotional signals. Feeling overwhelmed is not weakness, it's your mind asking for a break. Pause, breathe, reset.
Final thoughts: the power of preparation. Traveling after 70 is not only possible, it can be incredibly rewarding. But it requires careful preparation,
self-awareness, and the courage to say no when needed. Don't let hidden risks ruin your journey. Instead, plan wisely, stay informed, and listen to your body. Protect your peace to enjoy the journey. Your mental well-being is just as important as your physical safety when you travel. In fact, it's often the key to making joyful memories, staying alert, and handling unexpected situations calmly. So give yourself permission to slow down, say no to stress, and plan for mental recovery just as you would pack for weather changes. Because when your mind is rested, your heart is more open to adventure. Because the best kind of travel is not the most expensive. It's the one that lets you come home safely with stories to tell and memories to treasure. Like this video if you found it helpful. Share it with someone over 70 who loves to travel. And subscribe for more practical health and lifestyle tips for seniors. Safe travels and stay well.